It's time to wrap up one wild season today on Paintball 2Xtremes. We'll crown the kings of the Northeast Open. Here's some of the highlights from our one-on-one Q&As and show you some of our silly slip-ups and breakdowns. The PSP Northeast Open is the HQ for this edition of PB2X. PSP? Well, it's the PSP Northeast Open to be exact. Hey everybody, I'm James Bates and welcome to Paintball 2Xtremes. Beautiful day today in Western PA. Nice skies, nice weather. Just right to get together with a few of your close friends and splatter up with a little bit of paint. All kinds of fun, all kinds of pros. Good stuff here on our very final episode of Paintball 2Xtremes for this season. So Jen Pierce is going to help me out because we got too much to cover for just one guy. Right, Jen?
For the past couple weeks, we've been giving you a little preview of what's been going on in the Open Class division. Well, today is the day where we find out what actually happens here in Pittsburgh. And it's down to, surprise, surprise, Dynasty and Excessive. We've got that game, as well as our usual line of fire, 1-minute review. There's a whole lot to do, so let's get going. You could say that the PSP Northeast Open is a perfect example of how Open Class X-Ball has gone throughout this year. And it could also be an excellent indicator of how the World Cup will go. The Naughty Dogs continued their up-and-down season, dropping into the losers bracket of the Northeast Open, where they turned the tables on Infamous, who joined Avalanche in heading home early. Dynasty also continued to slide as Excessive sent them to the losers bracket. But as you saw last week, the boys in blue rallied and dominated the Dogs to earn a return engagement with Excessive. So now that your memory has been refreshed with the backstory of our two finalists, let's go to the boys in the booth, the king of the play-by-play, for the rundown on what's going down.
That spells Dynasty. And that's Excessive. Beat down City just outside the Steel City. The boys from Sacramento on the left. Excessive. They've been waiting so long for this one. It's the championship round here at Open X-Ball. Let's get it going.
Excessive, very hungry here. They came out of the earlier round, came on top of the winner's bracket, going through Dynasty in the earlier round. Dynasty fighting their way back through the loser's bracket, facing Excessive again. Excessive, for the first time, beat Dynasty at the Denver event. Dynasty's first loss of any event this year. And Excessive very hungry to get their second win against Dynasty.
Dynasty's been banged up a little bit. They battled through some injuries, through a suspension. And here they find themselves in the finals here at the PSP Northeast Open.
You can hear all the communication, really key here. The unique thing about X-Ball as compared to other formats is that you can coach and you can yell and scream from the sidelines, which gets spectators involved. And you can hear everybody yelling and screaming on the sideline, where in other leagues and other formats you have to be really quiet. This adds a bit of excitement. Oh, taking a bunch of shots from Excessive there, saying, no more, please.
Bonus balls, and there's your big bonus on the Excessive side anyway. A 1-0 start. Excessive on the left. Boys from Sacramento, California, and Dynasty, also California boys, on the right in the blue, down 1-0 early.
Determination, that's all I see on Excessive here. Every player is full of intensity out there, just really determined to take this to Dynasty. They have been looking forward to this match for 2 days now.
We have been watching Open X-Ball for the past 2 weeks. This is the third week in a row here on Paintball 2Xtremes, and we haven't seen a level of energy or urgency like we've seen out of these guys in yellow yet. And we've seen some pretty good teams play.
Oh, Davey Williams getting down the snake. Looked like he took one of the Dynasty. Also looked like he took one in the gun there. But Excessive coming away with this point, making it 2-0.
That's just the tip of the iceberg. More X-Ball later in the show. Now that's how you get the show started with some enthusiasm. Yeah, no holds barred, full metal jacket X-Ball. It's what I'm talking about, and we're talking about a whole lot more of it when we come back. And we'll have a little in the line of fire session, and Jen will do some jaywalking Jen style, which I guess you could just call Jen walking if you wanted to. Well, whatever you want to do, don't go anywhere. Stay right there.
Paintball 2Xtremes is brought to you by Empire. Innovation, dedication, domination. By Bob Long, creator of the legendary Intimidator and Defiant markers. And by Paintball 2Xtremes, covering the game.
X2BP. Welcome back to X2BP. See, we can do it backwards, we can do it forwards. And actually, though, if you look back at last year's shows, there are a couple that actually have hidden messages if you play the DVD backwards. Like, I think it was show 3. Remember when I was standing by the paintball field and I said that one thing? Well, if you play it backwards, it says, "You will go eat your neighbor's dog's brain right now." But I didn't really mean it like to sound all sick and twisted like that. It just like came out like that, which is so cool. You know what else is cool? When we let you guys ask what you want to ask and riddle me this. So here you go. And don't go eating your neighbor's dog's brain or your neighbor's brain or your neighbor's cat's brain. Just don't.
My name is Sam Miller, and I just have a question for the pros. How'd you guys get started in paintball?
Hey Sam, how you doing? I'm Chris Lasoya answering your question. How did I get started in paintball? Well, I was probably about 11. My father took me out. His company was doing a big team building thing, so they went out and played with his company, and he invited me along. I went out there and played, and I just kind of got stuck with it. I fell in love with it, and I've been playing ever since. I guess the rest is history.
Questions and answers. We're glad to be able to help. But now it's my turn to do the asking. And since inquiring minds want to know, and with apologies to The Tonight Show, let's go Jen walking. What's your most embarrassing paintball story?
Oh man, I have to think about that, you know.
Most embarrassing one, getting my girlfriend into paintball and losing to other guys.
That I had a rather odd request for my signature to approve a tattoo of my face on someone.
My gun wasn't working, so I was just throwing them at the opposing team with my hand.
And I was running to the snake and I slid it in my pants, went down to my ankles.
Lots of times I've called the right side and I meant left.
But luckily I had shorts on underneath.
So I call the wrong side, they run the bunker, and I go, uh-oh.
Otherwise everybody would have got a show, and they would have liked it too much.
Where's the worst hit you've ever taken?
Oh, right on my cheek. First game I ever played.
In the neck, drilled in the neck like 6 times.
When I first started playing rec ball, I got shot in the neck, and ever since then I've been wearing a neck protector.
Had to be in the side of the temple.
Running up the hill and I got shot right down the throat. That's the worst.
Down below, twice in a row.
Down in the unmentionables.
In between the legs, and it got the whole like forward back motion, if you know what I mean. It hurt bad.
My most embarrassing paintball story was that one. So that might have been a little more information than I had in mind when I set out on my quiz quest. So I think I'm going to kick up my heels, chill out a bit, and watch some more of the championship game.
Lucky dog. How about that, PGP? Jen and all her buddies. Bird's eye view for a good one. We've got Excessive up 3-1 now over Dynasty. Right there on the blue, on the right. Excessive over there on the left in the yellow jerseys.
Oh, grilled him.
Going down. We didn't see any of that in the first 2 points scored. It was 2-0 quick. Excessive ran right through Dynasty, and right now they've got 2 guys back to the cage.
Yeah, Dynasty picking up their own intensity here. Looks like they're coming out, scoring a point there. They're within 2, so they're not that far down. Still first half action here, so Dynasty, if any team can bounce back, it's definitely them.
You got that right, making the snake right now and going up, not being content with making him, charging hard up past the 50.
Yeah, going to their side of the field at this point. Dynasty definitely in control of this point here. Yost trying to make things happen. Get Dynasty within 1 point here if they can score this. Oh, take him one to his own grill.
So Yosh Rao wipe it off with his jersey, but Dynasty will score this one. So 3-2 now, Dynasty battling back hard. Still in the first half. They'll walk the field, take that quick little break, but you got to be in great shape to play the X-Ball. Exciting sport, fans love it, and how can you not? We've got a good one here at the PSP Northeast Open, a championship on the line here, Paintball 2Xtremes fans.
Yeah, this is going to be a really close match. Both these teams on top of their game here. Dynasty was down, but you can see these kids bounce back. They've been playing together so long, but Excessive, again, really intense, super hungry to get their second championship against Dynasty.
Well, Rusty Glaze hungry. He'll take that snake. Double move now for Dynasty.
Yeah, that was a beautiful double move out to the snake and then out to the wire behind him. But you got Rusty and the snake for Excessive, and strong player there.
And so is Fregosa in the snake for Dynasty. He made the double move with Lang earlier. Lang taking it back. Wasn't satisfied with his spot. Back to the stand-up.
Yeah, you can see both players moved out to the wire and kind of an angle move. Once Ali realized that Fregosa had the snake and the wire under control, he moved back inboard to the stand-up there. And he's going to look to split the seam right up between the snake and the X right there. He's looking for an opening to try and creep up the field.
And now he is creeping up the field, just as you called out. My man PGP, he knows this great sport of paintball. Fastest growing rec sport in the world. This is a big reason right here. You're looking at it, X-Ball, high-flying fun. Fregosa in the snake, pelted all around, but he stays clean.
And again, don't forget in X-Ball, one of the greatest things about it are the fans up in the stands yelling and screaming.
Oh, screaming the loudest is Jen Pierce. She's up there enjoying this one, and Dynasty enjoying it too. 3-3, we're tied back up. We'll have more later in the show. Welcome back to the PSP Northeast Open, just outside of Pittsburgh, PA, where the only thing more popular than Paintball 2Xtremes is the snow cone line, and they look good, don't they? They're pretty cool. You know what else is cool? The In the Line of Fire segment that we did this year on Paintball 2Xtremes. It was all kinds of fun, but let's show you the other stuff, the stuff that you didn't see, the cannon shots, all kinds of goodies, because this is the last show after all.
If you weren't playing paintball, what would you be doing?
I actually, besides paintball, I'm a concert promoter. I throw big concerts and stuff at like Red Rocks, and I'm a club promoter.
Who wins the fantasy football between you guys usually?
I do a lot of research.
He does my trading and stuff for me.
He's on camera, man. You'll get disqualified.
Do you have any pets?
2 dogs and, no, 3 dogs and a cat.
What are they?
That's from my parents' house. Gracie, Molly, Lucy, Buster.
Is Buster the cat?
Yeah, I hate it. I throw it off the roof.
What's the biggest pain about your job?
I think it has to be dealing with all the travel arrangements and the little details that make everything run. When I was running a team, I had to worry about 10 guys. Now I've got to worry about 150 people. And so it's the logistical stuff and the paperwork.
Harrier, Sasquatch, or Ceranski?
Ceranski. Have you seen his butt? Oh my God.
Harrier, Sasquatch, or you?
The front, me. The back, as long as from the waist up, him. Everything else, probably me.
When he comes and showers at my house, you have to clean out the drain because it's so much hair. It's gross. I love him, don't get me wrong, but I don't know how Jamie does it.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, that was some fun stuff, and I wish you guys could have been there. But some of the stuff wasn't so appropriate, and I don't think the OLN censors would have allowed us to air that. And as we wind down on our last show of our second season, let's have an expert take a look at a great new product in our 1-minute review.
Hi, I'm Ben Tippman with BT Paintball Designs. Today I want to show you the new features of the BT4 Assault. Starting with the front of the marker, we have the M4 style 14-inch barrel, which includes the front sight and the M4 style grip. The BT4 Assault offers a vertical front foregrip with over 2.5 inches of travel for personal preference. That also includes a Picatinny rail system for various mounting brackets. The BT4 Assault offers a slide-away feed port, which gives you easy cleaning and accessibility. It has over an 8-inch top Picatinny rail and an M4 style carrying handle for that true military look. The BT4 Assault offers a removable grip frame, which includes double trigger accessories, electronic grip frames, and response trigger kits can be dropped right in. Also including a stainless steel gas line and a rear tank mounting system. The BT4 Assault offers a 6-position rear car stock for that custom fit and feel. From front to rear, the BT4 Assault offers both versatility and durability for the everyday rec player.
Well, from our 1-minute review to just under 16 minutes left now in this second half action here. PSP Northeast Open X-Ball Championships. Excessive on the right, leading Dynasty 5-3 now. 5-3 was our first half score, going into halftime and coming back out. Time expired.
Yeah, Dynasty finding themselves in a position they're not often in, fighting uphill, being behind in points here. Excessive, extremely hungry, trying to take their second event away from Dynasty.
And speaking of hunger, how about the hunger in this young man in the snake? Wearing the number 4, that's Micah McLaughlin jersey, but it's gotta be Thomas Taylor with that mohawk, right?
Yeah, everybody knows that hair. I believe that's Thomas Taylor wearing Micah's jersey there, but he's making the move all the way down to Dynasty's end of the snake, giving them a huge advantage. Look at the angles he's got there on the side, and Dynasty really having to suck it up here and play defense.
Now, you can communicate. The coach is over here right underneath our bird's eye view camera, and they got to be saying snake, snake, snake. But the guy back in the stand-up, he's got to be thinking at least around the 50. He'd think, no way this guy's up this far right now, this early, charging hard.
Yeah, the problem he has, we probably can't see, is that they're also over on the Dorito side pushing hard, and he's having to cross it up with his other player or get pinched out.
And trying to finish this off, that's big Todd Martinez, last man standing, going down for Dynasty. Oh boy, excessive charging right back, 6-3. We'll crown a champion later in the show. Don't go anywhere. Now, Paintball 2Xtremes is a great TV show, right? Right, well, I'll take full credit for that. And I wish I could take full credit for the magazine, too. But I can't. This guy can take a lot of credit, though. This is John Almondea, my man, taking all the pictures out there, working so hard. And, well, that's not paint on his shirt, though. It's Kool-Aid. It's good, too. It's sweet. So's the magazine every month. It's so sweet, right? Right. Let's check out this month. The January issue of Paintball 2Xtremes offers up some great goods from John and his crew as they cover the World Cup, check some new products, and get advice from our friends, the referees. Enjoy a copy today.
Paintball 2Xtremes is brought to you by National Paintball Supply, #1 supplier to the #1 extreme sport. By Diablo, play with fire. And by Paintball 2Xtremes, covering the game.
And down the stretch they come. About to crown a champion here on Paintball 2Xtremes. Before we get things heated up here, Paul, PGP Bolenback, man, it's been fun hanging with you all year. Thank you for stopping by. But we're not done yet, right?
Not yet, and it's been my pleasure being here. This has been a very heated match, and Dynasty finds himself in a hole with the clock working against them right here. Pretty much Dynasty needs to win this point if they're going to have any chance of pulling this match out.
So now the urgency on the side of the boys in blue. Guys like Ollie Lang, who's behind that pop can there, laying on its side.
Yeah, you can see the Dynasty players right now. They're hungry to get a point, get back in this game. They're not used to being in this position. 2 players both going to the roller, one of them taking a hit. Right now, Ollie trying to make something happen, but again, the clock working against him right now.
Guys like Rich Telford over there wearing the yellow. They've been so strong all the time. Oh, making Ollie Lang look like KD Lang.
I don't know about that, but definitely making a beautiful snapshot there. Oliver coming over the top, taking one to the head. Dynasty losing another player. Excessive. Again, looked like they're going to score another point here, making this almost impossible for Dynasty at this point.
And here they come. Horn blows. One more point on the scoreboard for the guys from Sacramento. 10-6 now, and time is running out. High fives all around. The 2 Micah brothers, Micah McLaughlin, 2 jerseys out there, finally figuring out Thomas Taylor and Micah McLaughlin both wearing the #4 Micah McLaughlin jerseys for Micah. That's pretty sweet. I wonder if he meant that.
Yeah, I think this is Thomas Taylor playing this time. Dynasty really doesn't have enough time here to win this match, but they're coming out here strong. This is probably a pride point right here. Looks like Excessive has this match in the bag unless they do something really stupid.
Rusty Glaze set up shop behind that Mayan. He'll reload. Guys have played so strong. Guys like John Richardson.
Yeah, a lot of experience on this Excessive team. And this match is one of the smartest paintball matches I've ever seen Excessive or any team play. I mean, they just really played some smart, fundamental paintball here against Dynasty.
Now there's Thomas Taylor. His mohawk a little bit spikier than Micah's.
Micah's got a starter kit. Dynasty getting in the snake, going all again, a pride point. Looks like they're going to go put a, oh, that's definitely going to hurt. But all for naught. Excessive walking away with a win in this one.
Seconds ticking down, and that'll do it. Hands and markers held high, and for good reason. They're champions, and they're very happy. Nikki Kubel will join the show, and so will Jen Pierce interviewing the winners.
Now, are we going to see this very same aggression at the World Cup?
Every time that you see us, it's going to be times 10. It's going to be getting better and better. We're never going to turn it down.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Excessive. Number one.
Yeah!
Well, James, it's been a fun and crazy season, but there's a whole lot of things you guys haven't seen yet.
That's right, like our poor cameramen taking some for the team. They got hit quite a few times. You didn't know that, did you?
Yeah, there was the guy from Dynasty whose pants fell down on the field.
You remember that, dude? You know, he got suspended.
He did?
Yeah.
Why?
Because of the suits of the sport, they're trying to get the kids to say no to crack and all.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
say no to crack.
Yeah, crack is bad, but cracking up
is good.
Yeah, that's good. Cracking up's good.
Crack up.
And you'll crack up when you watch our bloopers.
Cue them.
Fire it up for another Paintball 2Xtremes. Hi there, everybody. I'm James Bates. Coming to you for our third... Okay.
I'm Jennifer Pierce, and I found a little hidden message in our show's... Stop wiggling.
For the open... Ah, man.
I saw myself spit on the camera, so...
Okay.
Don't play with my ear. Wet Willie! Ah! I got paint all over me.
Still in the heat, though, you know. The weather wizards is called... I'm sorry. Here we go.
I had to ask some of the players just how they get through the day.
Neither rain, nor heat, nor sleet, nor heat. No snore, no heat.
And to the add to the fun, and to the add to the fun, and to the add to the fun. Are you laughing yet? What's wrong, James?
I'm sad, Jen. I'm sad because this is the end of the last show of the season.
It'll be all right.
Yeah.
We've had a good time.
Yeah.
And we've got memories to take with us and hold in our hearts forever.
Or DVDs that you can get for a low, low price in issues of Paintball 2Xtremes, the magazine, or even on the website. Right?
Call this number.
It's just that easy. We'll see you next year on Paintball 2Xtremes. Bye.